fun. It's been a great show. We'll see you next week. No.
That
what?
was super good.
Yeah.
What a great episode.
I know.
Probably our best.
Good time.
Best
I think
yet.
so.
How'd you guys like it?
I know there were some power outages, so some people may have not seen it all.
Maybe
but
they missed it?
maybe.
Don't forget, leave a comment, like, and subscribe.
Boop. No. Hey, everyone. How you guys doing? We're back for another fantastic episode of Mayhem and Misfits. How about we go around the table and introduce ourselves? Scotland.
I love how this is the second time in a row. I don't know that game very well, and I just got off an airplane, so. 2-3 on Twitter, level number 2.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your character was like level 2, 3, and I'm like, that's pretty impressive for like a week of play.
It's legit.
Yeah.
Character's legit.
Level 23.
She did some.
1 week. Yeah.
I was down for Designer Con. It was super duper fun.
Oh, how was it?
Friends, I got to hang out with one of the writers of The Simpsons and one of the writers of Invader Zim. It was super rad.
Nice.
I had a blast. Happy to be here. Glad I could make it. I was the last flight to land into Seattle before they shut the
Nice.
airport down. So
And then you got stuck in ridiculous weather.
it
Good to be
was not
back.
pleasant. I was not happy about it.
Joe,
Hi,
who be you?
I'm Joe. I do things. I've been here, except, with a sinus headache, so that's why there was no Liquid Tabletop on Saturday. I am playing Sully Starfallen of the Order of the Spiraling Ginger, level 4 Drunken Monk, level 1 Litigimancer.
I'm sorry, I just noticed that your Laffy Taffy is guava, and I regret when you gave it to
You're
me and I
welcome.
gave it back. Guava
Then you should
Laffy
have it.
Taffy.
Just the damn thing.
It's mine!
There you go.
Bye-bye.
Listen,
I thought that was going to be a fun sight gag, and now I can't get to
can't
it.
get to it. Yeah.
Well, hubris.
Well, it's gonna be
It's going to be a fun game. 'Cause
warmed
this is
up
Laffy
by
Taffy,
the
so,
break of
the...
Just
Melty.
put it all in there. Just unwrap it. Get the whole chew in your face.
Speaking of candy, hey everyone, I'm Jessica Marzipan, your favorite almond-flavored confection. You can find me on the internet by that name. Don't try to spell Marzin. It's really hard, and that's why I don't go by it. I am playing Pippin, a half deer, half human.
All deer.
Not the centaur
All deer.
way, the satyr way.
All deer.
All deer. I'm Bambi. No, I'm a fawn elemental mage with a familiar named Sharon, who affectionately goes by Sherry, but only
Whoa,
if she lets you.
whoa. Only if I give permission.
We could
Yeah,
bring
and
some Laffy Taffy for Sherry.
Sharon is a woman, owl, but she has a very, very deep, husky Brooklyn accent.
Does that upset you? I mean,
No, I'm just.
I'm
I
not.
just
I'm
want
okay
everyone
with
to be
having.
aware.
Oh, sure.
There's
all right.
there's no wrongs, but I just want everyone to be aware. That's what Sharon sounds like on purpose.
Fucking right.
And who are you other than being Sharon?
That's all I really want to be. I just want to do I just want to be an NPC owl for the rest of the game. Like,
She's done.
that's it. Hi guys. I am Eric Benson, your DM, and I just want to warn you, we're getting some funky weather here in Seattle. So if for some reason we lose power, I'm sorry, but we'll be back on as soon as we can.
And we'll Periscope.
Oh my God, we'll Periscope the
We
game.
can totally stream from Mixer.
Oh yeah, we just we'll go live.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
We'll
Yeah.
go live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Periscope, and we'll just see which one you can tune into. It'll be great.
Yeah,
We're
who gets what?
inclusive.
We'll be around.
We don't
Somewhere.
judge about your, we don't, your media streaming companies. I'm not there to judge any of them.
It'll be all of us. Okay, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep. So, we left off with you guys venturing through the Valley of Rot. And you made your way down the side of that valley, and for some reason the small little worms in Pippin's visions turned out to be giant purple worms. So, you're halfway there. No, nobody's going.
It was different.
Okay.
It's different.
I
It was
thought
sharing.
somebody was going to bring out a living on a
Nope.
pear.
Wait, what?
Nope.
Listen, listen. Bon Jovi should be brought up as often as humanly possible. I'm sorry.
It's an opportunity for sharing.
It's caring. Listen, you can have litigimancy. I'm going to bring Bon Jovi up just to piss you off.
Okay.
Just saying. So, but then you met Tim, who led you through the huts and just decided to
Sorry, I really want
Hi.
I really want to eat it. Oh, it's ready.
It's soft. It's ripe.
It's ready. It was like an easy bake oven.
It's like the perfect condition for like the exact texture that you want from your Laffy Taffy.
Oh, just wait, everybody at home, till you hear it on the microphone. It's just going to make you love it even more.
Those are some words.
It's the anticipation.
So after killing some giant bugs, you made it to the tree line. And as you look back, Tim just slowly faded into ash.
Hated him, but he was kind of growing.
He's a freaking prick, if you ask me. That's all I'm saying. What?
Sharon,
Hey,
a
what?
person just died.
Maybe not. I don't know. Do you know? Just saying. Oh, we have
Chester.
Chester too.
Whoa! Ah, so cute. Where did Chester come from? All right, so hashtag Watsy staff.
Watsy staff stolen from wizards.
Stolen from. Wait, what was the user?
Razzmatazz.
Thank you,
Razzmatazz?
Razzmatazz.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Razzmatazz.
And for those watching, if you don't know who Chester is, he is. Joe, how would you describe Chester?
My malleable friend.
Sure, he's a mimic that has become Sully's familiar, that has now learned how to skateboard on splanks.
Splankboard.
Splankboard, excuse me. Forgive me. Your merchandising opportunities shall travel throughout the realm.
Through our Amazon affiliate link.
Yeah, Splanks, coming 2018. Sure we could. So you guys are now right on the forest line. And as you gaze deep into the forest, you still notice that each of these trees, or what remains of these trees, is covered by a black ichor and ash that is coating the top of them. Much as, are you gonna heat those up too?
Nope. I'm not a distraction at all.
Just
Oh my God, was it? I was just supposed to be a sight gag, but I almost made it unsafe. I'm sorry.
it all went to shit. But what's she saying?
What's Sherry saying?
No, what's she's saying what to me?
Sherry, not everyone is out to get you.
I don't know. Listen, if you've seen what I've seen, just saying things.
Oh, I know. I get the letters.
What? From what? What? What do you mean letters?
I get the letters. You're a known entity. And not always in the good way.
Damn right. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I would like to take this opportunity to move past my differences with Sherry. And I would like to... I want to prestidigitate and see if I can, get the ichor off.
Of all of these trees?
At least like one tree
Okay.
for like a small test.
Sure. What do you want? Do you just want to clean it, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I want to see if there's anything under the ichor.
Sure. As you start to weave this gook off of the tree, you can see it spiral down and form into a puddle. What? You got a shit-eating grin on your face.
How are there no artificial flavors in everlasting gobstoppers?
Look, Scotland, you gave us the candy. This is on you.
That's for damn sure.
Sorry, I got stuck.
We're adults.
Yes. Scotland will not make that mistake again.
Never.
Or it's going to be way worse next time. There's more. Oh.
Scotland's saying some real nasty things.
Yeah.
If you guys can't hear.
Like, I just got told off because I love Swedish fish. And
So
I don't
does
think that's
Larry.
a problem. I love Swedish fish. And I'm proud of it.
Go for it. I got
mean,
nothing against Swedish fish.
I've been known to eat maybe a 5-pound bag over the course of a weekend.
I was known to eat a baby.
Wait, you would eat a baby?
I mean, okay, here's the thing. Technically, one time I did eat a baby.
Oh, please explain.
It's
Go
because
on.
when I was streaming for Geek and Sundry, we were gifted the world's largest gummy bear.
Yes, I've had one of those too. Or
Yeah.
maybe not. It was like a
Oh.
5-pound one.
Yes, the really big giant ones.
That was a
And
mistake.
it was sent as my baby. And before I could celebrate its arrival, someone like chopped right into it and murdered it. And then I partook of the baby. I ate some.
Oh, that's fine.
It kind of tasted like what I imagine if you like chew into ballistic gel, which is
Yeah.
the closest thing to human flesh. So I was like, this is what it like to eat people.
Yeah.
I'm a cannibal in many ways, every way.
Yeah.
But just the skin.
Yeah, just like I imagine that if you bite into your arm, it'd be like the same if you don't bite into the bone, just like the
Might be
muscle.
that channel on the board.
It's like
I don't
this
know.
is just all gummy
You know,
bear.
I'm pretty sure it's more pork-like.
What are we at?
Now I'm just like massaging my fat to like, be like, yeah, it does feel like this, doesn't it?
Well,
Welcome to D&D After Dark.
I'm back on cannibalism, so that's a
I
thing
should
that
bring
just keeps
candy
coming up.
every time.
How did we get here? What?
So I wiped the ichor off.
Prestidigitation.
So
So Channel 4 is out.
okay. So as you start to see this ichor drop to the ground in a pool underneath, you notice that what has remained is birch. It's a white tree that just has a little bit of black that circumnavigates up the stalk of, or up the trunk of the tree.
You may have missed a spot.
Hey, noticing that white, being like elf with some Fey ancestry stuff too. Does anything ring a bell tree-wise to me? Like,
What do you got?
like maybe a nature on top of that. So that's really only a 10.
You don't think there's anything mystical about these trees, but you know that they were once flourishing as to what their present state is.
Sherry, will you take just like a little taste and tell me how healthy this is?
What?
Just a little taste.
You want me to bite
Do you
into
really
a
think
tree?
that's
Yeah,
the
just taste it.
wisest?
Just a little taste. Just not a bit off with your beak and taste it and tell me if it tastes healthy.
You want me to knob off a piece of wood?
Yep.
Why did I sign in for this? Oh, tastes a little ashy.
So it tastes like ash.
I don't think these are healthy trees.
Yeah, good call. You needed me to discover that for you?
Do you have your bird eat trees often? Like,
Often enough.
that's
What do you mean often enough? This is like, what? When have you ever said go eat a tree?
Well, I think we've set a good precedent for the future now, haven't we, Sherry?
wow.
Fine. Fine. Sully, what you notice as you see Sherry biting into this tree, probably about 50 feet to 100 feet in front of you, further deeper in these woods, you see little speckles of light just floating around and dancing inside of the forest itself.
Hey guys, do you see that?
Let's turn around and see that. What time of day is it? Like, where are we?
It's almost close to dusk at this point.
Ooh, it's getting late. We better get through this or stay the night. And I don't recommend, because I don't know what happened to these trees.
Well, I don't like what we just last ran into. I'm not the best for wear after that last experience. And there's these lights now that
And you remember that Tim also told you that there was a giant blue dragon that burnt this entire valley to the ground a long time ago.
I don't really want to hang out in the forest, and there's sparkly lights, which probably means death, or, I mean, something good to
Last
investigate.
time we saw glowing lights, one of my friends turned into this thing with horns and
Neat.
yeah.
Is it coming from the direction of those fires?
Yep. But it's not nearly that far. You see them in between several of the trees in the background.
Well, let's go for it and just hit it with caution.
All right.
Lay on.
Yeah.
Right. Your healer leading the party. Might as well. I have the dark vision, so I'll just kind of cruise on into it.
I'm a follower. I'm not a leader.
That's fair. I do bring the candy.
And
Brings all the fawns to the yard, so.
I'm sheeple.
let's have the fawn in the middle.
He says that,
and I will
but
take it
not
behind.
really. I mean, I'm what?
Sherry.
What?
You're
She can't hear me.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
But I hear the hooting, and I'm just like, another treat comes out.
Honk. Still can't hear me.
It's fine.
She loves it.
Hope so. If not, she's probably plotting my death. Either way, I like to imagine fun stories.
And what?
Look at her. Look at what she does with her little wings.
It's pretty good.
She taught that herself.
And you don't know why, but you see Sherry have like two little toothpicks she has that it looks like she's sharpening with her wings.
See? She'll probably kill me with those.
Don't look at her. She's just trying to get your attention. Try real hard. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know she's in your peripheral.
It's death.
You're
It's
just-
fine.
you're
I'm okay with it.
encouraging.
I accept that. I've already almost died
Why?
today.
Why is the owl doing semaphore? I see gestures.
It's fine. Let's walk towards the lights.
Let's
Yeah,
walk.
go toward the light. Healer in front, Fawn in middle. In case of worm, I'll take it the rear.
Right.
Phrasing?
Yep.
Right. Right.
Yep, we're going with that.
Yep. So so you walk a little further through these trees, and with each passing step, you can just feel your feet getting. It feels like it's getting a little harder to pull your foot out of the ground. You're not sinking, but you just notice that the ground itself is a little more wet than you would normally presume. And it doesn't help that as you step on it, the ash that coats the forest floor kind of melds into the ichor that is lining it.
Probably not a good sign. Probably not a good sign. I mean, at this point,
Is the ground actually wet?
It seems like it's a little moist.
I'm going to put my hand down into it. And
Okay.
What is it? Is it water, ashy water, or is it...
So as you reach and pull your hand up, you can see that it's ash. It's a mixture of ash and water, and whatever it is that is coating these trees. Probably from over 1,000 years worth of, degradation. The right word?
Well, if it's just ash and water, that means eventually it turns into sulfuric acid, so it's going to slowly wear away at whatever's underneath of it.
that
You
seems
know,
legitimate.
like a barbecue.
No, that seems legitimate. Is it all around us, effectively? We've walked into the center of this?
Yep. And as you start to move further and further, you see these lights, small little lights, maybe the size of a baseball, start to float and hover around you, and they hum very lightly as they encircle you and move in and out of your walking line. They are just circling up and down, floating between your legs, coming back up, trying to find Laffy Taffy wherever it may be stored.
Are they fairies?
Yeah, now that we're closer.
Nope.
What do they smell like?
You don't smell anything besides the ash that is permeating through your nose.
I cast detect thoughts to see if these are beings that have cognition
Yeah.
of their own.
So when you try to detect their thoughts, all you can hear is a faint whisper. And it says, "Come to the light in the deep, dark depths. Come to the light you will not regret."
No.
I
No.
tell everyone what I heard, and I say it definitely doesn't sound like a trap. It might be a trap, but maybe not.
It's probably a trap.
Probably a trap. Shall we eat the lights?
I don't know. I'm thinking about capturing one.
Okay, put it in a jar. Shake it up. See if you get pissed off.
I'm definitely thinking about doing that, so I'm going to give that a try, just to
Okay.
see if I can get one.
Pull out a jar. Roll me a dex check.
It's 18.
18. So you notice one of these balls of light is hovering almost at your torso, and you very smoothly pull out a jar, and then take the lid in your other hand and close it.
Like the smoothest of reactions, just like I may have seen this before in some other franchise not related to this, but
Hey, listen.
so I've got it in this jar.
And you can hear it
No.
humming.
If
No
you shake
shaking.
it, it'll tell you the future.
No shaking. With humming. Does it intensify?
No.
Neat. I have a light now.
Do you have a staff or something?
And as you start to shake it, and twist it, the top on, you can feel it hitting against the walls of the glass rapidly now, and it more and more rapid until you feel the glass smash in front of your face and in your hands. So you have now a side of a jar and the lid in one
great.
side.
That was the last one of those I had.
And does a 12 hit you?
We're tied.
So you feel this ball of energy come over and shock you right through the armor that you're wearing. For 12 points of damage.
Okay. Well, not the wisest thing in the world to do today, obviously.
And now, Sully and Pippin, you see two more of these lights now starting to feverishly move towards Jenna as they have seen their, let's call it a friend, get trapped inside of a jar.
Can I cast True Strike just to see what these little guys have got going on?
So what you'll do with the way a True Strike will work is it'll give, I believe it grants whoever you cast it on advantage.
It gives them advantage?
Right? I could be totally wrong.
So
Because usually it was plus 20 in the old
I get
version.
insight into their defenses. I think I gain advantage.
On your turn, you gain advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shaking off, like, kind of what just happened. Reflexively, I wanna pull something out of my pocket. I'm gonna pull out a little minor illusion trick, and throw up a bit of a set of like mirrors that reflect all of us.
All right, that's going to happen after
Yeah.
they go. So you cast True Strike on this. You now have advantage, and you know that these creatures can't be damaged by poison or lightning.
Can't be damaged by poison or lightning. It's a good thing. I love fire. Wait, I mean, I don't know if these guys are bad, though. But I like fire, just in case they are.
I want to punch things.
What did they tell you? What did you hear in their thoughts? You said it was not bad.
They said go into the light, and I'm pretty sure that they were pushing that really hard, and that's why
What light?
I don't know if it's like them or what, but
Oh, we saw what happens when I caught one. Not the
didn't
brightest
like it.
idea.
Sully, you have seen Jenna get shocked by a ball of light. Pippin is studying what's in front of her. What do you want to do? You see two more that are now racing towards Jenna.
I'm going to pull out my quarterstaff and go play baseball.
Okay.
Not well. 16 to hit.
No, you swing and you miss.
All right.
Strike one.
All right. That one definitely doesn't. I will try to come between them and
Okay. Great. So you run up, try to swing, miss these two balls of light, but brace yourself and you get in the guard position in front of Jenna as both of these two now strike at you. The first 20 hits, I'm guessing.
Yep.
So they both hit, and you take 10, 12, 19 points of damage as these two balls start to encircle you, and as you do, you feel electric shock running up your body as they encircle you, moving from your head to your toes and back up. Pippin.
Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
I'm just not sure yet if I want to be so bold as to attack them. Because I think in general we have instigated everything not great here. So I want to cast message and send whichever one is the closest to me a whisper to say, "Hey there, didn't mean to aggravate you. Just want to see what you're doing here. No need to fight."
Come down to the light. And that's all you hear back.
Does it get less aggressive?
Nope.
How's talking to them working out?
I'm not getting too much engagement back on my conversation. It's kind of the same, so I guess we should kill them.
We should probably kill them before they kill us.
Okay, let's kill them.
Sully, you have been struck by two of these balls of light. You have Jenna behind you with one other ball that is starting to encircle her as it broke out of its glass jar.
I'm gonna try to hit that one.
Okay.
This can only end well.
24.
That hits.
Okay. 8 fire.
Okay. How did you punch it?
Swinging for the fences.
It's like a baseball.
So you see, Jenny, you see Sully turn around, and as he turns in that motion, you just see him, and this ball of light goes flying into the air. You see you see his staff get singed a little as it strikes, but it definitely does some damage to this thing.
All right. And with my foot, I will kick one of the ones circling me down to the ground.
Okay.
19 to hit.
How much?
20.
It's
And a whole 5.
a what?
A whole 5
A whole
damage.
5 with your foot.
Yep.
So as you twirl around, you've smacked this one ball of energy, and then you complete the motion and kick another one straight into the ground. And you see it kind of as your foot hits the ground, it just pops out from underneath your foot.
So it was fine with the water.
Huh?
It was fine with the ashy water? Okay.
Do I notice any damage taken?
Little bit.
A little bit of damage?
Jenna, you now see this one that was attacking you has shot up about 10 feet into the air, and now there is one that has slipped out from underneath Sully's foot, and another one that is still encircling him.
So there's 3 of these things total.
Yep.
And they look like they're getting some damage taken, but not too much. Well, which one looks the most damaged?
The one that got knocked up into the air.
Let's try and hit it with some of that sacred flame.
Yeah.
For 18.
18. So you shoot this flame out of your hands up at this ball of energy, and you just see it slide to the left, and a tree now catches on fire.
At least I lit it up. At least
And
what I got going is a little bit of light.
Everybody now can
Good
see
job.
a little bit further in the woods as the tree has ignited a little bit of a pathway.
It's actually part of my plan.
So, are we to follow the light or not follow the light?
No. It's just to help see what's going on.
And that ball of energy comes rushing down at you.
Oh, I bet it does.
Was a 19 hit?
Yeah, it absolutely does.
And it shocks you for 8 points of damage as it makes its way right into your torso.
It doesn't feel good. I'm just gonna let you know as a pro tip, they're not listening.
Joe, the one that has slipped, or Sully, the one that slipped out from underneath your foot, tries to nip you in the butt, and you see a couple small little electroshocks come flying out, but dissipate before they hit you, before they make it to you.
All right.
And Pippin, the third one that was encircling around Sully, comes back and tries to hit you as it stares you up and then down, up and then down. And Sharon's like, I don't like this. When did we ever get in the business of flying balls of light?
We didn't, Sherry.
And you feel this ball run around the back and snap you in the back of the neck for 12 points of damage with its electric shock.
Oh. Now I'm angry.
And it's your turn.
If I cast Burning Hands, will I also damage the people that I love and care about? Fine, I will cast Ray of Sickness on the one closest to me.
Okay.
And
You have advantage because of True Strike, remember?
I thought that was only on last turn.
Didn't you cast it last turn?
Nope. Well,
Oh.
I cast it 2 turns ago, and
Oh,
then
okay,
I did
yep.
message, so...
Never mind.
So it just, like, super misses, perhaps hits a tree and makes the tree look not as good as it already didn't look good. And,
So you split one of the trees in half, and now one half is now falling down and looks like it's about to hit Sully over the head.
that made it worse.
We're all helping today.
Sharon, can you hold a tree all by yourself?
What? I mean, if it was a shrub, maybe. Tree?
It's not. What if I help?
I mean,
Whew.
listen, I wasn't the one that shot the tree. That's all I'm saying.
I get it. I understand, Sherry.
I mean,
Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
I understand this.
yeah. But you had True Strike. That's 40-40. What? I know what you can do. That's all I'm saying. I've seen you do it before.
Yes, Sherry. Thanks for min-maxing my game.
What? Hey, listen, I'm not telling you how to do your business, but I'm telling you how to do your business. Sully, you now have a tree that's falling slowly, not so slowly down on you.
What else is around me?
Just more stalks of dead trees.
And there's any of the things?
Huh?
Is one of the lightning balls coming at me
Yeah.
from above?
No, this is the one that's tried to sting you on your butt from that you tried to stamp into the ground.
How high is the tree above me?
The tree's about 5 feet away from your head now.
All right, I'm gonna jump onto the tree
Okay.
and then jump again and try to slam down into the fireball, into the ball thingy.
Okay. So first, roll me an acrobatics check.
All right. 19.
And now roll me to hit. And that's a rad idea, so you got advantage.
That's good. Nope.
So you jump up onto this tree, and both feet land, and you are riding this almost as if it was a new version of a splank. And it crashes to the ground, but as you try to land it on one of these balls of electricity, it just slowly swoops under the way. Jenna, you now have this one other ball that's rushing down at you that has struck you. And you see Sully riding a log to the ground, and Pippin also trying to strike another one of these.
I'm like quickly
objects.
becoming aware that there's not really a good way that we can attack these things in the current situation that we're in. So I'm trying to think of some creative ways. Like she's running through her battle plans of like, I know I've seen something stupid like this before, and you're almost dead again, so you should probably think of something fast. And like that, she kind of goes like that, looks at it, and yells out a command to halt
Okay.
with a
What's the DC on that?
16.
So
Yep.
you see this ball of lightning just circling around you, and then you just see it stop in midair and just start to hover and hum.
Great. It's not going to hit me again. Awesome.
Sully, the one that has escaped your descending log, moves up, goes around, runs up the back of your spine and shocks you at the tip of your spine in the crook of your neck. For 6 points of damage.
All right. Hellish Rebuke
Okay.
for. All right. Save DC 14.
Okay. Totally misses. Is it a dex save?
Charisma.
Charisma? Oh yeah, totally misses.
All right. It takes 18, 25 damage.
And as
Fire.
as you see this or feel this ball of lightning shock you from your back, you grasp it, and as you put your hands back, it just flames ignite between your two hands and just incinerate it, and you just see the lightning just fade and crash into sparks that permeate throughout the rest of the forest.
You get a little.
Fucker hurts.
And Pippin, this one last little spark comes over, rushes at you, and completely encircles you, but nothing happens. What do you want to do?
Well,
Because you now see this one ball of light just traveling around you, but you also see one that is just hovering
Frozen.
in front of Jenna.
I have tried to be fair. I have tried
right.
to give the benefit of the doubt.
Totally did.
I have tried communicating,
Absolutely.
and I tried to murder you. And that,
I mean, you've checked off all the boxes. Paul Holly would be proud.
thank you. How close is the one that's in front of Jenna?
About 10 feet away.
It's 10 feet away from her?
It's about
I've got
5
that
feet
one
away.
locked up
Yeah,
right
it's,
now.
It's about maybe 5 feet away at
Is
most.
it in,
If you want to
Je-
cast Burning Hands, it won't hit Jenna.
but it'll hit both of them? All right. I want to cast Burning Hands
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
try to get some AoE action going on.
All right. Now, are you gonna? What level are you gonna cast it at? You can cast it at first or second level.
I want to cast it at second level.
All right.
to
Then you add a
increase.
d6, so you get 4d6 to roll.
Do I need to roll for initiative? Okay.
Nope, because all you're doing is you put out your fingers like this, and an arc of fire flies out of your fingers, and whatever it touches has to make a DC roll to get away from it.
Got some snake eyes in there, so I got a 9.
What's your DC? Save DC? It's gonna be on the second page. So, wow, that's okay. So you stretch forth your hands, and you ignite a arc of flame that flies right over Sully's head. As it shoots up, it strikes the one that is in front of you
Oh.
and bends down to hit the other ball that is right in front of Jenna. And you see the one in front of you scramble, but the one in front of Jenna just turns into smoke, and you see nothing left.
You get like a
Thanks, I tried really hard.
killed it. Literally, killed it.
You make me feel so good about myself.
You did great.
Sully, you've now seen this sheen of fire come across the top of your head from Pippin, who has destroyed one of these, we'll call them wisps, as they say, in certain cultures. And you can only see one that is vibrating in front of Pippin.
All right. Baseball. It's a 23 to hit
You're what?
for
What'd you hit?
23
Oh, you hit, yeah.
for 9 damage.
You take your staff and conk it right up in the air. It launches about 10 feet up into the air, but you can see that as it's flying into the air, you just see sparks that are just kind of flying, that are just
That was good.
exploding off, but it's still hovering there. Jenna, you see Sully slam this wisp with his staff, and now it's hovering above him, about 10 feet above him.
I'm gonna try and clean it up with some extra sacred flame that does not hit at all.
So you fire this flame, Sully. The top of your head gets a little singed from the heat, and the flame goes into another tree and sparks that one on fire as well.
I'm really good at setting trees on fire. I'm like the most elf.
Sully, now this wisp comes flying back down at you and completely misses as it passes right down 3 inches from your chest and slams into the ground. Pippin, you now see this little ball of energy right at Sully's feet.
I want to cast Firebolt.
Do it.
All right.
So now you just roll your d20 and add your modifier and your proficiency.
Well,
We
it's
got
a sturdy 8. Sturdy 8.
38 would have worked.
38, but not a sturdy 8.
I feel like a sturdy 8 is pretty good. It's a solid 8. It really
It
lets
is
you
pretty
know
sturdy.
It's 8.
I choke. What can I say?
So you pull your hand back and flame just starts to gather and emanate into a ball that you chuck. That's
It's
very
like-
Beyonce of you.
It's like I throw it.
All the single flames, all the single flames, all the single flames.
And then I'm so into it. I throw it, but it's like when you ball up a piece of paper and you think it's going to go real far and it lands right in front of you.
And I look at Sully and I look at Sherry and I'm like, I'm not the only one. See, this happens. It's a magic thing. That was probably an amazing
That would have been a
roll.
good one.
Yeah, that would have been great.
That's how we roll our die now.
I've got like Will Wheaton syndrome right now.
He had a couple good rolls every now and then. Ish, right?
Couple.
Love you, Will. Sully, you see Pippin generate this giant ball of fire and then just lob it on the ground in front of her. But in front of you is this another ball of electricity that looks as though it's going to come up and smash you in the face.
I'm going to punch it.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to golf.
Sure.
Say 22 to hit
That definitely hits.
for 9 damage.
Okay, so you take out your staff, and instead of using your side swing, you arc your shoulders, swing with a fantastic follow through as you hit this ball of energy. It flies over Pippin's head and smashes into a tree behind her, ignites the tree into flame, but then you no longer see this ball of energy.
Are there any more of these things around?
Not that you notice.
I vote that we take 5 seconds and
Please help me.
I cast a healing word on you. So pick up. Not much. You get 2. 2 on that.
All right.
Level 4 here. Kid,
Now, as
maybe
as
375
this
years
battle
old.
was taking place, night slowly started to fall. But you have a couple street lights now. that
With
you
the
had-
dark vision, I mean, do while I'm trying to patch us up and get myself together.
That's why he only got 2.
It's fine. It's something. I don't have much. Do I see anything? Do I see any kind of refuge area or anything like that?
No, you just see these trees almost looked as though they were planted in unison. They are in rows upon rows.
Kind of like
of
an
trees.
orchard kind of
Yeah.
situation. And just as far as the eye can see, kind of. Oh man, I think we're stuck out in this. Does anybody have any kind of good nature survival, like out in the middle of nowhere?
Nope. Considering I am an elemental caster, I have nothing for survival or for nature.
Hey, we've survived long enough. I think we got it. All right. I'm just saying, don't give yourself a little credit every now and then.
Do you think Sherry could help us out a little bit here and maybe give us a peek up to maybe beyond this? Because I can't see anything.
Sherry,
What?
would you be so kind?
I was kind. I just gave you a compliment.
Would you be so kind
Just
again?
saying.
Again,
Uh-huh.
thank you for the words of encouragement.
Yeah.
Tell her I
And-
have treats.
And I have a task for you that the outcome is you get treats that aren't wood shavings.
What? Like I can be bought? I thought we had a better relationship. I thought it wasn't just me, getting treats to do things.
Do you not want a treat?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't say that. I did not say that. I just said, sometimes I feel like I don't want to be, I'm not somebody who can easily just be bought. You just have to ask politely or nicely.
Sherry.
But treats are good.
Sherry.
What?
And I scratched Sherry on the back of her little head, right next to where her little ear holes are.
And you see her beak just start to chuckle.
She goes like this. She's real happy.
And I see what's going on there, and I get like a little half treat out, and I'm just like, oh,
She loves it.
help us out.
Will you be a helper?
All right. You got me.
Sherry, please fly to the top of the trees and see if you can see anything in the distance.
That's what you want me to do?
I mean, not see, because I don't know how good your seeing is.
Whoa, it's good. I mean, I'm good.
Okay.
Bird, just,
I mean-
hey.
Let her know. Let her know. We probably need a place to fix ourselves up real quick, because we just went from one crazy battle into another one, and
What?
Sherry,
the
just,
short-
All right, I'm
of
going.
rest.
I'm going.
just take a look. Just take a look.
She flies off of your shoulder and flies up. And because there's no leaves on any of these trees, you can see her reach the top of the tree line. And she's flying in circles for almost about 5 minutes, and the circle widens with each pass that she makes. And then she flies back down and lands on your shoulder and says, hey, you're not going to like this.
Lay it to me straight, Sherry.
Hey, that's,
Give it
hey,
to
listen,
me.
that's what
That
I
doesn't
do.
sound good.
All I can see, as far as I can see, there's a lot more of these trees.
In all directions?
In most directions except for behind us, as you know.
Gang? It's trees all the way down. Trees, trees, trees. So, I don't know if we want to go in the exact opposite direction of where we just came from for consistency's sake, or if we want to take a pivot and go
what?
a different way.
So let me. So at this point, like you're saying all this, and I'm starting to think through my head. Like, does it look like the distance we've come from where we kind of started at that first encounter? Like, does it look like we've actually traveled distance?
Yep.
Okay.
You can tell it even though the trees are in such synchronicity, you can still tell, even though they're playing a trick on your eyes, you can still tell that you've moved forward.
Do you think there's a way we can get that thing that Chester rides on a little bigger so we can like get through this a little faster? Because there's no way that we should just hang out in the middle of this overnight.
Do we see any wheels back there?
No.
Can you make things bigger?
I can make things look bigger, but not actually.
Can you make things bigger?
Wait, whoa, wait a sec. Never mind.
No.
No.
Okay. You got anything hiding out in your weird trunk-like thing?
I have a spear. Some gold, maybe? I travel light.
Cool.
Lenny used to carry everything.
Again, I came with my research materials because I thought I was meeting up with a much larger group.
Oh, so did I.
Interesting.
I think we should continue moving. Perhaps I can leave markers as we go so that we don't double back and go in circles.
Like clean trees?
Well, we just go away from the trees that are on fire. I feel like that's
Generally a good plan.
a good feeling to it. But if we set ourselves up to walking, we're not going to get a chance to. I don't think we should rest in this.
No, I think we should keep moving.
I agree. Am I the only one with the ability to see?
No,
at
I can
night?
see.
Okay.
I mean, my vision's never really good. I'm kind of.
You're totally okay.
Hey, you are perfectly fine the way you are. Don't knock on
Sherry,
yourself.
you're feeling real good today.
Hey, listen. Sometimes you just got to fly around in a dark forest to brighten your mood.
I think we should keep moving.
I don't have a better idea, so let's go for it.
I cast Prestidigitate on trees as we go by.
So you start to walk, and you touch a tree here, you touch a tree there, and just, you get a cleaning, and you get a cleaning, and you get a cleaning. So you're leaving a path as you walk through these woods of clean trees. And now you have, as you keep moving, you start to see an alcove form where there aren't any trees, but there are 5 slabs of stone that almost look like 5 altars that are arranged in a circle.
Okay, before we touch anything, is there a way that we can maybe take a short rest here?
No, not touching anything.
So we shouldn't take a short rest on the altars.
As she like literally face palms as they're walking over to it,
Ooh, so shiny.
and I'm just gonna cast a healing word on myself. Here we go. I'm gonna take 4 points here. Okay, go continue doing what you're doing.
Well, if you let me touch it, I don't really want to.
Are the
Yeah, you
slabs
should
big enough
totally
to
touch
sleep
it.
on?
They're about 6 feet in length each. So yes, you could get on. You could absolutely get on to one of them.
So the last time I saw a slab, it wasn't really used for sleeping. Not the kind of sleeping that you want to take anyway.
You thought we had mattresses?
I mean, I
back
guess
in
it
the-
depends on what you're into.
In the monastery?
Well, fair enough. But arranged in a circle implies something else. Implies some sort of ritualistic situation. And so looking at that, would I have any insight into any kind of...
Yeah, roll me. You can roll religion.
That's 23.
23. What you, as you start to inspect these slabs, you see runes that are around the edges of the slab, of each slab. And you can tell that they're dwarven in nature.
Did any of your information about this valley talk about any dwarves at all in any capacity?
Well, I'm going to talk to a dwarf. There are dwarves around. Came from dwarves.
And then I motion Sully over to take a look at these runes. And do these mean anything to you? Do they look familiar?
Looks like dwarvish.
Yes, I can understand that. But
Oh,
do
good.
they
So
mean
what's it
anything
say?
to you?
It's dwarvish?
Cool. I don't speak Dwarvish, so
Neither do I.
I'm not sure
I
I can
do.
help you.
I do. I speak Dwarven. And
Get a little wave over.
okay, I can be a helper.
Please.
Do the thing.
Please. What do these say?
All right, I'm gonna read it. I would also like to use my skill in religion to see if, on top of being able to read them, if I know anything about what I'm reading.
Okay. So, roll me for your religion check.
Um, 14.
So as you, the first stone slab you get to, you notice the carvings that are around its edges that slowly start to glow as you read them in your mind. And it says, every 100 years, only the best will gather here.
What does it say? What does it say? What does it say?
And
What's
then
it
as
say?
you
What's
go
it say?
as you go to the next one, it says the same thing.
And by now, Jen is like lit up because this is her jam. She likes old, broken everything.
I tell them what it says, and this isn't something that I've encountered before.
What did it say? I couldn't hear the DM.
Every 100 years, we will gather here. Something like that. My memory's not so great.
Okay.
Hey, listen, just because you partake in a couple drinks every now and then doesn't mean it has to affect your memory.
Shuri,
What?
Every 100 years.
I haven't been drinking, but how much have you been drinking?
What are you talking about? I haven't had a single drink. Ah! Ah!
Shuri, you're gonna fall off that perch.
Listen,
Does
I
Your
perch
bird.
well.
does Sherry
All right.
still have booze?
Sure, she must. I don't know if she'll share, but she
Sherry
got
seems
wasted.
to be like that real hoot.
Might
Um,
need something in the morning.
Yeah, in between Sherry being a lookout and right now, Sherry's gotten smashed. I don't know what happened. I didn't even see it.
That's fine. It's fine.
Hey, it's an owl thing. Don't you worry about it,
Sully, does
she seemed to say.
this mean any? Does that 100 years we will gather here? Did any of the dwarves that you came from?
Wait,
Does any of it ring a bell?
how often did those tournament thingies happen with the weapons?
About 100 years.
It might be a blacksmithing tournament.
Elaborate.
So every 100 or so years, the finest dwarven crafters would get together and compare their crafts.
Okay.
When was the last time they got together and compared their crafts?
I'm not even from this world. I have no idea.
It's a very odd ritual. I don't understand dwarves.
I know. Do you still have the water jug?
I gave it to you.
Oh, look, I've got the water jug.
That one?
Yes, this one.
What are you guys going on about water jug?
Whoa, none of your business. And you say, womp, 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 womp.
Squawk.
I pour some into my hands, and I try to see if there's
What is she doing?
anything going on.
Roll me a d20.
Scrying.
11.
11.
Sure.
So as you put this water in your
Scrying.
hands, it starts to
No, that was
swirl
the sorcerer.
around with out of your control. And you notice two things. You see 6 dwarves assembled around these stone slabs, and each one puts up a different item. One of them puts up a gem, an emerald, that is the size of a pumpkin. Another one puts up a trowel. Another one puts up something that you can't make out altogether, but it looks like a small doll, like a child's play doll. But those were the only ones that you can make out of this vision. But you do see 2 other dwarves assembled there.
Can I tell if their clothes are familiar to me? Their garb?
You can tell that these garbs are ceremonial, not typical of what a normal crafter might wear, but you don't recognize where the vestments might be from.
So, I guess I didn't tell you this, but I see all. Well, not all.
So you're a prescient, dear.
Whoa, what? What'd you call her? What'd she call you?
It's
all
okay, Sherry.
seeing.
It's all right. Calm down.
If she's calling names, I'm going to be a little ticked off here.
I understand. I don't think she is.
She's going to be in for a real hoot, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
All right.
I think I understood one word out of that. Hoot.
I am practicing the arts of divination. I use my scrying abilities. However, I can't tell if my vision is from the past or the future or the present. I think it's not the present because we're standing here. So it either happened in the long time ago or the fast forward. I don't know.
What'd you see?
I think that's totally fair. I mean, the arts of scrying are not really specific, but they are helpful.
Thank you. Tell that to everyone else because I think it's useful, but I don't get invited onto adventures very often.
Studying as much magic arts as I have, it seems normal to me. And then, that totally rung a bell in my head, and I turn to my bag, and I'm pulling out that book that we pulled from that one village. I'm like, remember this?
I don't remember, but I believe you.
We found a book in one of the huts that had
Yes.
stones on it
You're right.
in a circle.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going to agree so that we can.
I even drew a
Keep going.
picture of it.
You did.
Remember, we both looked at this.
I'm never going to remember this, so.
This is great. So in that sense, like, just bringing this book out, like, promote any kind of remembrance of any information as relating to this druid circle.
No, the Pippin. If you look at the runes on top of this book, they do not make any sense to you.
This is garbage.
Well, I tried. Just gonna put it right back in the
Fake
bag.
book to me. If I saw it, just saying.
What'd you see
Fake
in
books.
the water?
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw some dwarves,
'Kay.
and it looked like they were having, some sort of ritual or something. It
'Kay.
looked very fancy,
Uh-huh.
and there was a gem, a trowel, and a doll, and there were other things, but I didn't pay attention.
Was there a shield?
Not that I saw, but that doesn't mean
Like
it
dripping
wasn't there.
fire?
That sounds very specific, and I think I would have known, but I didn't see that.
So wait, you saw a gem, a trowel,
And a doll.
and a doll. Just 3 things.
What kind of gem?
Like a nice looking one.
What color?
It was a color of,
Was it green?
I don't actually really see color very well. So,
You remember that it was green.
but I think it was green.
How about the doll? What do you remember about the doll?
I remember that I thought it was really weird that someone was putting a doll onto the slab when, someone else had put a gem, but I didn't ask questions.
Did it look like anything? Like, did it have particular clothes, or did it have, like, what was it a doll of?
And I tried really hard to think about it, and
For what you can make out, it looks like like a sketching doll. That an artist would use to sketch figures.
it's like a model, like an anatomical model,
Okay.
but it didn't have any defining features.
So, I mean, all of these things that you're describing are all different elements of these tradespeople. So it doesn't seem to be like a violent meeting.
No, they look pretty pleased with themselves.
I may have seen the trowel and the jewel before.
In what sense?
The literal one?
And she's taking notes now. She's like, in what sense?
Like in a castle.
What castle?
The one at the top of the blue diamond thingies. Sapphire Citadel.
Were they just hanging out in the castle?
Yes, actually, they were.
Were you
In the
talking
throne
about
room.
them? Was it a dwarven castle?
At one point. But there was also a shield and
I mean, with the state of this valley, I don't think anyone's been here in a long time. Perhaps more than 100
Well-
years.
What was the condition? They look new in my vision.
they were in pretty good condition. I mean, they were still using them to shape crystals. At least the trowel.
So I could have sent something from the past when they were first come together, or maybe I'm sensing something from the future where they're reclaimed and used for some kind of celebration or ritualistic purposes.
I'm pretty sure it's past.
Why?
If they wanted to reclaim them, they would have left with them. They left because of spiders.
I didn't see any spiders.
That's good.
That's a good day if I don't see a spider. In general.
So with that note, like, to kind of perk up, is there any? Do we see anything around us, like in the middle of this night, like anything out of the ordinary?
Roll me a perception. Well, what
It's
do you
like
get?
19.
19. So, as you start to look around, as Pippin is describing what she saw, you see more of those balls, those ball of lights
Guys,
starting to trickle around, but it doesn't look like they're after you. They are just hovering through the forest, but you see them coming in and out, going into the ground and then coming out of the ground.
guys, and I'm like tapping on both of their shoulders, like those things again.
Step 1, don't put it in a jar.
Yeah,
Seems legit.
That's a guarantee. I don't have any more jars to
No
be
more
able to
jars.
even
No
do
more
that.
jars. What if we just ignore them?
Okay, I'm willing to give it a try, cause
I'm gonna hop up on a slab.
You know what?
I'm gonna hop up on a slab.
Okay. So you hop up on a slab and you're just standing there.
I'm gonna sit down.
And you sit down. And nothing happens.
Other than the wisps, how well lit is it?
It's very, very dark. You can in the distance you see the trees that you have lit a flame. But the wisps are giving off enough light that you can just see the faint outline of the ground and the trees that are around you.
Are they coming into the clearing, or are
Not
they
yet.
just kind of staying out?
They're staying out. They're just you see them. It doesn't look like a processional, but they're going in a motion that looks as though they know they know where they're going, and they're going in and out of the ground. And you see in one specific place is where they go into the ground and then come back out.
wherever that is, let's never go there.
Were they adversely affected when I hit them with fire?
Yes.
We should go dig that up.
Dig it up.
Dig up whatever's there.
First, I would like to gather some sticks and make some torches that we can put around the you know,
You're gonna Minecraft the shit out of this, aren't you?
whatever this is. I'd like to put some torches down
Yep.
and see if maybe maybe they disperse a little bit more.
Okay.
So
So,
I'd like to go gather some, branches from one of
teach
the
me.
fallen
I'm learning.
trees.
I'm learning. I need to know how to make more torches in Minecraft.
I
It's
want-
coal, sticks, right?
Yeah. So I break a tree down,
And
I
as
break
you're
a
chopping
tree
with
down,
your hand,
and then I go.
you get this brown
As
ichor
Sully and I
that's-
are just watching, like, what is she
Your-
doing?
your- your
How,
hand
how
now
is the
covered
rest
in
of the
soot and
how is
ichor.
the rest of the tree standing?
And then I don't break the whole tree, so technically the top of
it's
the
still
tree
up
is
there.
still
It's just
there.
it's just
Just,
hovering.
it's just
and
like
then-
Why
this
is it
much tree
hovering?
at a time. It's just
And,
this much tree.
Then I use my hands and I turn it into planks, and then I need to craft a proper crafting table, and then I can turn those planks divided by 2 into sticks. So now I have 4 times the amount of sticks that I used to have in branches, or maybe 16. I'm not sure. I'm not a math person, but now I have a bunch of sticks, and I hold them all. I cast burning hands on them to set them on fire.
Seems legit.
I got nothing.
Roll me 3d6.
Ten.
So you lay out 8 of these sticks in front of you, and you send a flame scorching out of your hands and onto these sticks. And the flame is so intense that 4 of them are immediately incinerated. But the other 4 have just enough flame on the top to use as a torch.
I skip around the perimeter and put 4 on each end of the clearing, and I look to see what happens with the wisps.
The wisps seem to be staying away from the light. They're not venturing into the area you've marked off, and they're just slowly hovering around it.
And wisps is one of my favorite words because it has the wisps.
So
What? I don't just that to anybody.
So in this clearing, like now that we have a little bit of fire,
Yeah.
is it just like a circular clearing?
Yep. And the slabs are arranged in a circular pattern.
So, but on the other side that's dark, I'm assuming like other wisps over there doing the same thing. So I'm gonna hit it with a minor illusion, and just try and make some little sticks that are on fire but aren't really on fire. And that's it's maybe like a 14-ish worth of stuff.
So you're casting minor illusion. What's your DC?
Oh, where's my DC on here?
Should be the second page on top.
It is not.
8 plus your
go with 12.
proficiency
It's going to
plus.
be 8 plus your modifier, your spell modifier, plus your proficiency bonus.
13.
Okay. So you manage to make another 4 of images of the torches that Pippin has made, and you put them around the perimeter as well.
Mhm.
Yes. And you just see the wisps start to back off a little further.
That was a great idea. I mean, I didn't do this to a tree for a while. I don't know exactly what you did. That is some kind of deer magic that I'm not familiar with. And you'll have to show me later on, because that's fascinating. And she makes a bunch of notes about this deer. She's got a whole page now about deer magic in the notebook.
Deer magic.
Dear man.
Today I learned to wave at things to make them disappear.
Pippin explains it all.
Waving at trees to make sticks. Okay, great.
It makes a strange plunk, 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 plunk noise.
So, when you read those runes on those stone slabs, they glowed. Are they still glowing right now? I mean,
Oh, did they glow to all of us or just to Pippin?
What'd you say?
Did they glow to all of us or just to Pippin?
They just glowed for Pippin.
Okay.
But I said that they glowed.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think they're still glowing. I think it was only while I was reading them.
So if you keep reading them, can you use those to see by?
I mean, yes, but that's what the torches were for. Do you want me just reading over and over and over again?
well, no, I'm interested in why they were glowing. Like, I want to see if we can interact with them a little bit more and see if we can make
What
some
if
sense
I
of
read them
this.
backwards?
Oh,
I
try
mean,
that.
You could.
Can I try to read them backwards?
Hey, meet here.
Nothing happened.
Here, meet.
Read it forwards again.
They didn't even glow. I read them forwards again.
Every 100 years, only the best will meet here. And they start to glow a little.
So let's assume that story-wise it makes sense for us to be here on the 100-year anniversary. So evidently we're the best. I'm going to take a nap because I hurt a lot.
I mean, I guess there's nothing stopping in terms of my understanding of the runes. There's nothing stopping us from being the best that might have gathered in 100 years. So I can't refute you on that one. I don't know if it's safe, though.
I don't think we have a choice. And I'm going to vote for that nap.
All right, 2 naps.
I mean, do we want like a campfire or anything? I've got
Campfires everywhere.
got 4 torches, but I think we should maybe prepare a fire. Does anyone have some flint and
But there's already fire. Why do we need flint?
I mean, you know that I'm just a little tired and I don't want to cast more.
So that's 3 for naps. No, we just hold sticks up to it.
Well, I don't have any more sticks.
I'm going to go wave at a tree.
Guess you start waving at this tree.
I tell you what, why don't you two lay down? And she's saying this while she's grabbing a stick and lighting it on one of the other planks that you lit up and making a little tiny fire near these stone obelisk things.
I'll take first watch.
Are you sure?
No.
Why don't you two take a little rest? I'll hang out with Sherry.
I also, can we make a note of where those things are going in and out of? Because I assume it's like a bee's nest. There may
Look,
be like,
I want nothing to do with the light balls right now.
I don't want you, just make a note of where that is.
You need to take a nap. So
I'm planning
I
on
can take
taking a nap.
And you just zip it.
Chester, can we be it's tent time.
Ah!
Tent.
And
You
he
had a tent?
pops out, and you see this chest transform into an A-frame tent.
You said you had a spear and nothing else. This doesn't look like nothing
This
else.
is Chester. I don't have Chester. Chester's with me.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. Go to sleep.
I just imagine you like push our heads down and you're like, shh,
Shh, shh. All the way down.
sleep now.
I'm going to hang out with Sherry, and we're just going to sit here for a while.
So I go to sleep.
So, this is what deer sleep looks like, and just more notes are made.
So who's taking the first watch?
I'm taking the first watch with Sherry.
Okay. What, with Sherry?
Yeah.
I gotta stay up with this one?
I mean, are you not nocturnal?
I mean, that's not the point.
Do you want to go to sleep right now? I thought that you would not be sleepy.
I'm never sleepy.
Then I mean, if you have agency, Sherry. If you want to leave, you can.
No. All right. I'll do
Look,
it.
I
do it.
guess it's fair. Like,
I'll
let
do it.
Sherry know. I'll have some treats here. She can hang out with me. I'm gonna
trying
make
to buy
some
me
notes.
again? Is she trying to buy me again?
Sherry.
I mean, it's getting a little ridiculous.
Jenna says that you can have some treats. She's trying to make me go to sleep right now, though, so I gotta go.
Shh.
All right. I'll stay up. It's no biggie. I mean, it's kind of what I do. It's my thing.
Good night. I'm asleep.
Crawl inside my mimic and go to sleep.
I'm just sleeping on the ground, out in the open. So I really hope someone is on watch, because I'm completely exposed.
So, Jenna, as you start to walk around, you see more of these wisps gathering around your camp. But they don't seem threatening. They just seem to be hovering around to see what's going on. And you see them going back in and out, but you also see them coming in and out of different holes, too. It's not just one anymore. There are several holes in the ground. And they just seem to kind of be patrolling around the forest.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make notes of this, and I'm just gonna hang out, do my thing. I'm assuming it's fairly quiet. Other than that, like I'm not noticing anything else. Like, not noticing anything else about the slabs.
Nope.
I'd love to pop out that book again.
Okay.
That book I have, and just kind of try and figure out.
Yeah.
When I open this thing and look at these pages, like,
When you try to open it, there are two latches on it that won't budge.
but there's still the runes that are on the front of it.
And those were the runes that changed as you tried to read them.
And is there any way I can just move them a little bit, touch those runes in an order or sequence, anything? I mean, I've been around books for a long time. It's kind of my jams. But is there anything that I noticed that different, like maybe secret compartment of this book?
You don't notice any secret compartments, but you do notice that the runes themselves seem to stand up a little bit off the page, almost like they're braille, but that's about it.
Okay. So I'm guessing I need to spend some more time with this thing and just hang out with it a little bit more. But I'm just going to make notes on it and compare. And
your watch passes. Who's taking the second one?
I wake up.
Hey, could you get up? I'm kind of sick of hanging with this one.
Okay, Sherry.
What?
I do everything for you.
Yeah.
She was
You should.
You are
she
my
was
one
great,
and only.
by the way. We didn't talk much. I didn't.
Just the way I wanted it.
I was enjoying the quiet. Some would say in the silence.
It
was-
sounds like everyone had a great time.
There's more wisps now. Wisps. Lots of wisps.
All right, I will keep my eye out.
They didn't do anything. They just hung out.
Go to sleep. Ooh!
You just get a little head shake, and then I'm just gonna pull up next to one of those slabs and.
Can I braid your hair while you're sleeping?
That is the oddest request anyone has ever asked me.
Braid my hair. I mean, my feathers.
You know what?
Could use a little braiding every now and then.
Sherry, you started molting and I couldn't do it anymore.
You know what? Go nuts. Because I've never had a deer braid my hair. And I don't see anything that could go wrong with this.
That's great, because I've never braided hair before.
I regret everything.
You
Good
have like
night.
6 lopsided dreads.
Regret everything. Okay.
So I stay up and I'm braiding Jenna's hair as a distraction for myself so I don't get sleepy and I don't forget what I'm supposed to be doing.
By the way, that's like the creepiest thing. There's just some elf asleep, and you're just like, oh, this is great.
I just need to keep my mind
Can't believe
occupied.
she's letting you do this.
That's
Listen, I thought you reserved it for me. I guess not.
That's what happens when you're nice to people. And you know
Hey,
what,
I'm
Sherry?
nice to you all the time.
Sherry, if you
What?
didn't start
What?
molting, I would still do it.
Hey, listen. Sometimes you gotta molt.
You need
Everybody molts.
to work on your stress levels.
Sometime. What?
I think you're stressed out.
Yeah. Well, we're in a freaking woods in the dark, and I got some floaty things flying around us.
Stop pulling your feathers out.
I mean, look at this one. Look at it. Look at it.
It's very
Do you
special.
see it? Look at it.
It's nice.
That's what I say to these feathers. They're usually better. I'm scared. Look at there's a gray there. You see gray in that?
I think you're beautiful no matter what, Sherry.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What if we braid some of your feathers into her hair? Come on. Don't you want to look at yourself when you see other people?
I mean, I'm a little. Are you calling me a narcissist? I mean, is that what you're getting at?
I didn't say those words. Those were your words.
Listen, I'm inferring from your words about my words.
So are you saying you don't want to see yourself in other people?
No, I absolutely do. I don't know what you're talking about. Here,
Okay.
I have like 5 feathers. Boom,
Thank you.
good.
Thank you. Here we go. This is
Oh,
beautiful.
don't forget this one. And this feather that she hands you out of the inside of her wing is tie-dyed in 6 different colors.
Sherry, when did you have the time for this?
Whoa, whoa! I don't talk to you about your, question you about your personal stuff. Listen, I do things on my own. I have hobbies. Feather dyeing may be one of them.
I braid it right behind her ear. In a place of importance.
Damn right. But as you're braiding, you too notice these wisps are circling around the camps. They're not going near the fire, but they're circling. But they look more harmless. They don't look like they're trying to hurt you. They look like they're just trying to inspect what's going on in the woods.
I would like to cast message
Okay,
to whichever one is closest to me
sure.
and just say, we mean you no harm. We just need a rest. And you can have a feather if you want.
And you just hear in your mind, we won't hurt you,
Oh,
but you have places to go in this forest.
Um, that doesn't make much sense to me. Maybe I should cast Detect Thoughts to see what they're really thinking while they're saying this to me.
Okay. So as you start to hone in on what these creatures are thinking, it's very erratic, and a lot of the words seem jumbled and don't make a lot of sense. But when you do kind of make out some form of a structured sentence, all you hear is down below is where you go.
Down below is where I go. I know we weren't supposed to do this, but I want to go inspect that area where they're jumping in and out.
Whoa. You want to what?
Sherry, what if it's below the ground and that's where we're supposed to go?
So these things that just attacked us, you want to go down into wherever they're coming from.
In fairness,
I'm just throwing it out there that this does not make for the best laid plans.
I'm just throwing it out there that we instigated the aggression, Sherry.
Yeah, but I mean, instigate, one might say that could have happened, sure.
Sharon P.
What?
Feathers.
What? What? All right. I got you back.
I don't like invoking your full name.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I know, it feels
You said
weird.
you'd never do that.
I'm sorry.
Well,
but
I mean, you just went and did it.
sometimes I just feel the need to let you know about how I feel, and that's the most effective way.
Yeah, it's stung to the core, and I get it now, all right? I mean,
P is the full name. So is it P-E-E?
We're still waiting to figure out what the P is.
No, invoked full name.
Well, I invoked her full name, but
I mean, the fan art of Sherry is going to be amazing. I'm just saying.
all right, we got it. Let's go. Fine.
next time I'll say your middle name.
You wouldn't dare.
Challenge.
I would dare.
No.
Then let's look at it.
Okay, fine. Let's look at it.
I skip over, and I hold Sherry's little feet so that she knows I love her.
And as you start to skip over, you feel her feet just kind of, or the little claws, just kind of dig gently into your shoulder, just to let you know she's there.
Oh,
And as you start to skip over, you see Jenna and Sully just completely knocked out. They are conked out. There's no chance of you waking them up at this. At least you don't think so. But as you start to move over to that hole in the ground where you saw all of these wisps coming up and in and out of, you notice that the wisps are following you, but they're not harming you. It's almost like they're guiding you and creating lights along the way. And you get to the hole and you can see down, and that's where we're going to take a break. We'll be right back, everyone.
go to sleep.
Just wake up in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Maybe.
Ish.
Is it soup yet? Yeah, we.
I actually like the fact that you guys can't understand the owl.
No, me too.
It's
No
kind
one
of the
asked,
best.
but this is Sherry. When owls go like this, it means they're happy.
Oh,
See?
is that the thing?
How
Like,
do they
that's
know?
Let me see.
Hey guys,
That's Sherry.
I'm a happy owl.
Aw.
Sean, this is Sherry.
It's totally Sherry.
Oh yeah, she's stretching. She's stretching her little arms.
Aw.
She's stretching. She's so cute.
But it was like one of these. It was like a.
Yeah, that's Sherry the owl.
Yeah, but I'm cooler than that. I mean, she's like, I'll hang out on your hand. I don't do hands. Heads, shoulders,
Knees and
sometimes
toes.
knees and toes.
Well, you did do that because that is you, but I will agree that you only did it because there was a rope tied to your foot.
Yeah. Well, who tied the damn rope?
Me.
Wasn't appreciated.
Me.
Wasn't appreciated. Just saying.
Are we on, or are
Yep,
we just
we're
doing
totally
this for
live.
us?
I've been
the
drawing little pictures of Sherry because maybe I'm obsessed.
Oh my God, this is our first piece of Sherry fan art.
It's a first piece of shit. Hashtag Sherry art.
Hashtag first.
Hashtag
First. Wait, what? Oh no!
Oh, you can't do that.
Don't shorten Sherry
don't
art.
do that.
Don't never shorten Sherry art. Say that 3 times fast.
Hashtag you're only allowed to say Sharon until you're friends.
Sharon. What?
Sheron. Sharon.
Hashtag Sharon P. Feathers. Tweet at it right now with your own
Huh?
terrible art.
Someone lock that account.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's gone. It's gone.
It's happened.
It's already gone.
Sharon P. Feathers has her own Twitter.
Just
That-
Sharon.
Someone please grab that immediately. We'll just put a bot on it. We'll put a bot on it that's really sassy. So it'll just be a sassy New Yorker kind of vibe on that bot, and it just tweets nonsense.
Oh my God, what if Sherry just like
What if Shat?
What
I
if-
don't know. what if Sherry Shat? You know,
she does all the time?
fuck yeah. I go wherever I want. I do what I want.
I imagine that Sherry's Twitter would be like girl boss, like tweets,
Totally, like straight up, nothing to hide. Like,
large and in charge.
did you see what just happened today? I did. I'm it. I'm the only thing that happened today. Hashtag Sharon P. Feathers.
Yeah, Sherry engages in all of the top trends. She has something to say about all of them.
I feel like this is our side project. The Sharon P. Feathers bot.
It's someone's.
I love the fact that everybody now what we talk about when we're on break. It's nothing.
It's
educated
exactly
at
what
all.
you'd
It's about
expect.
an imaginary owl, pseudo-imaginary owl.
That's literally all we talked about during the break.
Yep.
Yeah.
No story development.
Nope.
Nothing. No, just Sharon. So thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. So, hey, you, Pippin, look down. Look down.
I am. Stop pushing my head.
Look down.
Stop. Ow, that hurt.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
But as you look into this hole where you've seen these wisps coming in and out, you see that it's been carved out of the ground. That wasn't made by any beast that you can think of. And it goes so far down that you cannot see the bottom.
So I know it's definitely not dwarven.
Yes, this doesn't look dwarven.
And it goes all the way down until I can't see anymore.
Yeah, it turns to pitch black.
I grabbed.
I am not flying down there alone.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you. Let's throw a torch down and see what happens.
Okay.
So I pick up one of the torches.
Yep.
And I skip back over and I throw it down.
So you picked up one of the torches, and as you skip back over, you start to see some of the wisps get closer to Sully and Jenna as they're sleeping. But they don't seem to be hurting them. They just seem to be encircling them. As you throw the torch down into the hole, you see the wisps that are coming out or coming up move out of the way as the torch spirals, somersaults down to as far as you can see it. You just see it hit the bottom and hit ground, and you can see about 3 feet around the torch, and it's marble.
And when it was falling, did I see the edges of the hole?
Yeah, you saw the edge of the hole itself is just it's dirt, but it was carved. It wasn't. This wasn't made by. You wouldn't think those purple worms were making these holes.
Does it look like we can scale it, the sides?
Yes, but it would be very difficult.
I look back over and I realize that I've taken one of our torches and decreased the amount of safe space that we have, and I regret it, but I don't cast any more magic to create more fire and light. I just think about it.
Really? That's what you're doing? You're thinking about this? I can think about this too.
I just don't.
What?
You have no inside
Are we
voice.
going down the hole? Are we not going down the hole? Are we putting more light around the freaking camp? I don't know what you want to do anymore.
Oh, what if we lit the camp and then we go down the hole? Because if there's light, there's probably. I mean, they're okay if there's light,
You're
right?
telling me you want to light this whole camp on fire? Because I'm with it.
Sharon.
Let's burn this bitch down.
No, Sharon.
What?
I want to light another torch or a few torches so that they're protected while we leave.
Oh, sorry. I got a little excited. I thought you wanted to just, burn it all to hell.
No.
Listen, I mean, I hanker for the old days. You know what I'm talking about. Burning things down.
I would like.
Sometimes I miss that.
I would like to move on.
What? I can't bring these things up anymore?
Look, I hear you. I acknowledge you, and I think
Listen,
that
I know it's a part of your past you don't want to talk about, but it's me.
I don't want to talk about this.
Whoa.
I don't want to talk about this.
Okay. Burn down whatever you freaking want. I don't give a shit. Just burn it all. Whatever.
Sharon, you know it's a sore subject.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hey, I thought it was starting to be okay. I mean, you said, hey, let's burn this campfire down or camp down. I'm okay.
I'm just like starting to use it again.
Okay.
I just want to start casting and just see what happens.
Okay.
You know, like how are we supposed to protect ourselves if we just don't use the abilities that were gifted to us?
Hey, you make a fair point. I'm okay with this. I'm fine with it.
Nothing bad has happened so far.
Well, I mean, depends on what you're talking about, but sure.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying nothing's bad's happening now
Yeah.
since we went on this adventure.
Oh, okay.
I think that we're cured.
You sure?
No.
Okay. I mean, listen. Beaks are sealed.
I sent a message to Chesty or whatever its name is.
Chesty, it's a bra. It's a wooden bra that you put on.
I sent a message to Chesty and just say, please take watch. It's your turn to take watch. If anyone asks,
Does any of this racket wake us up?
Nope, not yet.
if anyone asks, we went down into the hole. It's your job now to protect everyone.
And you see Chester jump up on top of one of the slabs, and as he is no longer a tent and has turned into a giant hammer that is standing erect on top of one of these stone slabs.
Cherry, let's go down.
You want to go down there?
You said you didn't want to go alone, so I'm going to go too.
I don't want to go alone. I'm just saying. I'm not. Listen, you're the boss. We do what you want.
Let's go.
All right. All right. After you.
I cast prestidigitation to light the way as we're going down.
Okay. So, as you start to make your way down, you can get, you see small little footholds as you start to light the dirt, and you make almost a line, like a ribbon, as of lighted dirt as you slowly make your way down this cave entrance. And roll me a perception check.
So
Sorry,
your
I like my
bed turned
workspace
into a
clean.
Hammer.
I like my workspace clean.
Your house turned into a hammer.
It's all under disarray right now.
How's that
Please.
feeling for your sleeping time?
What?
How's that feeling for your sleep?
19.
It's fine.
Wait, what was I rolling for?
You'll roll and add
Now
your
there's just a
wisdom
naked
modifier.
tiefling out in the middle of nowhere.
19.
19. Okay, so as you're making your way down, and this ribbon of light that you're putting around the dirt starts to glow stronger and stronger, it almost feels like out of the corner of your eye you see something blink into existence and then vanish. And you see this happen a couple times, but that's about it.
Sharon, did you see that?
See what?
I guess not. Okay. I'm not crazy. This is normal.
And you make it to the bottom, and it is one large 40 by 40 square room. And you see a man in a red robe.
Oh my god.
There. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Pippin. I'm an elemental mage, and I'm a fawn, and this is my familiar, Sharon.
Right. Interesting. And then, as he says that, you start to see that same shimmer, but coming from him. And you see two fangs that are coming over the side of his shoulders. And then you see 8 legs that are coming from off of his back. But what do you want down here? Who told you to come here?
I was sent here by the light.
The what?
The light.
Fascinating.
I followed it. I followed the light, and they told me to come here.
And at that point, Sully, you now feel incredibly cold, and your eyes open up a little bit because something doesn't feel right. You know, you're getting, it's a little more breezy than normal, and you see Chester now has turned into a giant hammer and is standing straight up on one of the other slabs. And you don't see Pippin anywhere.
Jester. Where did Pippin go?
And as he says that, he just slams the hammerhead down in the direction of the cave.
Got it. I'm gonna put my pants on. And
If the slamming hammer hasn't already woken me up.
poke, poke, poke.
What?
The deer's gone.
Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised?
I don't know, but she left the hammer in charge.
Awesome. So I'm just going to pop up and try and get a sense of what just happened. And I see the hammer doing that thing in that direction. And That is great. Can you tell it to stop doing that?
All right, we got it. Okay, come on. Backpack?
And then he wraps around you and turns it back into a backpack.
All right.
She went towards the light, is my guess.
Yeah, we should, probably, go after her.
Rad. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and cast Bless, so go ahead and add a D4 to your rolls and your checks and stuff like that when you need it.
Oh god, I made a bad mistake.
You are a crazy woman.
Everybody put nerds in
all
your
of my
soft drinks because that's awesome.
I just didn't like how it tastes.
Yes, because it's ass water.
But I thought I didn't want to chew these on my microphone, so I thought that I could just make it both better at the same time.
Congratulations, everyone. This is what you tuned in for.
It's just all over
No,
now.
now you got super fizzy ass water.
I'm just gonna let it settle.
Yeah.
It got up my nose.
So whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you could just add that on there.
Yeah.
We don't have it for too long, but
All right.
we're down a person, so I'm gonna just give that to both of us.
Thank you. All right. Let's approach the cave.
Okay. So as you get closer to the cave, you notice that the wisps are still coming in and out of it. They're encircling around you, and as you look over the edge and down into the hole, you can see that there is a torch at the bottom of the hole.
So I'm assuming she climbed down this, and I don't see any rope or anything. My guess is it's the same thing as how we got down here into this valley. I can do that same trick,
That's fine.
and she casts it real quick. The same kind of prestidigitation to kind of give like a light to some of the holds that are there. I guess this is what we have to do because I don't have rope long enough for this.
How far down is it?
It's about 50 feet.
How wide is it?
6 feet wide.
Oh, this is easy.
So
By all means, go first.
Yep.
So you start climbing down. Roll me a strength check.
Strength?
Yep.
12.
12.
12.
And you keep climbing down as you're pushing against the wall. But you start to see flickering as you go down, like something's phasing in and phasing out. You're catching it in the corner of your eye, and you don't know what it is. But you keep moving down.
Wait. I'm going to stop. Do you see anything darting around me?
No!
You can roll a perception if you want.
But let me look harder.
Okay.
With this. No!
All right. On your way down, you might want to check because you might get a reroll.
So I can't do that, but I'm gonna just use my little glowing rock climbing helpers to try and just kind of. You said Dex, right?
Strength. Are you doing the same thing he's doing?
No. I was just gonna try and follow my lit holds that I cast.
Oh, okay, yeah. You can use Dex. Yep.
It's still not great. It's a 6, so.
All right. Am I breaking somebody's fall?
Yes. So you step off and you start to put your foot on the first hold, and you make your way down about 5 feet, and you grab the other hold, and another hold, and another hold. And then as you take your next step down, the hold, as you insert your foot onto it, crumbles, and you lose your balance, and you start to fall down. And Sully, make me a strength check. And or Dex, whatever you want to either.
Dex. Acrobatics or just straight up dex?
You can use acrobatics. If you
All right, 16.
So, Sully, you see Jenna flying down at you, and she passes you, but you manage to grab her leg, and now she's hanging upside down.
Thanks.
And
That
Jenna, as you're hanging upside down, you see in front of you a blue and white spider the size of you come into existence and then run between your legs and then phase out of existence.
Okay, I saw the thing that you were talking
What was
about.
the thing? What was
It
the thing?
Sully, you saw it too.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Cool. Can you like swing me towards the rocks so I can try and get out of this? Like, how
Swing.
close are we to the bottom?
You're about 20 feet from the bottom now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will try and grab the wall, and I do not, because I am upside down.
Sully,
All right.
what are you doing?
Oh wait, what am I doing? I can add a +4 to this. It doesn't really help me with a 10.
All right. I am going to.
I'm just dead weight at this point.
Yeah. Try to throw her up as I let go, because I can make a 20-foot. I can land.
So
and
can
try
we
to-
can we make this really cool?
and try to catch?
No, can we make this really cool? So mine fails, and I'm assuming we can talk to each other a little bit.
Yeah, you got about 6 seconds to make a phrase.
I couldn't catch the wall. Swing me up and then let go.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to try and do is that momentum up, I'm going to grab the staff and I'm going to try and jam it in there just so I have a moment to kind of
Okay.
brace.
Roll me an acrobatics.
15.
Okay. Roll me a strength.
16.
Sully, Jenna is swinging underneath you as you're grabbing onto her leg, and you start to swing her back and forth to build up some momentum. Jenna, your head knocks against the side of the wall, but Sully, you manage to swing her up, and Jenna, as you get swung up, you spike your staff to the right and to the left at a diagonal into the wall. And Sully, you fall to the ground and land on one knee.
I'm just still laughing that you hit your head.
Of course.
I just love
No,
physical-
this
I
is
love
all about
physical
torture
comedy.
the cleric. This is a new kink for everyone at home. This is cleric edge play.
Cleric
How
edge,
close can you take your cleric to no health?
What kind of noise did you make when you hit your head?
There wasn't anything. It was just sadness. It's just all sadness. It's just the head hits and it's just like, of course.
Just sad trombones.
Of course it does. There wasn't a sound. There wasn't a sound. It was just sadness. It was just like it's a bang and it's just of course that happened.
I'm sorry. I
And then
just really love
it's
when
just
people
all
hurt
mechanical
themselves.
from there. And then the stick comes out and it goes, of course it hit my head. Of course I'm going down a hole. Now I don't even know what to do because the other person left and I'm fucked. It's fine.
I'm
It's
looking
fine.
at the hole.
It's a downward. Now you're starting to see the inside of Jenna a little bit. It's just a downward spiral.
So
She has hyper anxiety as
Hyper anxiety.
You're like what is it, Hardy? Yeah, you're like a Thomas Hardy novel. Just spiral.
Just watch the descent. Just watch the descent. It's just gonna get worse.
Sully, you crash to the ground. You land on one knee. You look up, and you see Pippin speaking with an old man in a red cloak that looks as though he has a spider attached onto his back. You see 2 fangs that come and drape down over his shoulder blades, and 8 legs that come and wrap around his body. Who is that? One
of your friends?
These are my traveling companions. I braided her hair.
Whose hair?
Her hair.
She's the one that just hit her head real hard on the wall.
Unfortunate for her.
All right, 20 feet. How high is it from here to the hole?
Oh, it's only about 10 feet up.
All right, I'm gonna take my staff and I'm gonna jump and try to wedge it at the base.
Okay.
All right. Knock the staff out and catch that one. You got this, right?
Well, I was just gonna try and wedge my way down, and she's panicking. She's just like, the anxiety's taken over, and she doesn't really listen to you and does it anyway. And it's a 19, so I'm just gonna do this little thing.
Okay. And jump up, get my staff back.
So you start to, as you're doing this, you are quickly descending down the hole to the point where you see Sully's hands reach, or you don't even see Sully's hands. Sully reaches his hands up, and you're descending so quick, you smash onto his stick, and your feet now crack his knuckles, and you just.
It's
keep
all
sidestepping.
anxiety. Just there's nothing.
And you make it to the floor as well. Sully, you're able to get your staff, but you're feeling a little hurt.
I'm sorry. I get a little freaked out sometimes. It's a thing. I'd rather not talk about it right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just not
Yeah,
going
we're
to talk
good,
about it right
we're
now.
good.
I'm just really
Yep.
not going to. I'm
All right.
really not going to talk about it
Big
right
spider.
now. What is going on?
Big spider.
I turn to the man and I say, I just want to let you know that my friends might try to hurt you, but it's just because they're excited, not because they want to get into a fight.
I mean them no harm. Why would they hurt me?
I don't know, we just killed a bunch of fairies for no reason, really. So I'm just saying, I'm anticipating that there might be
Pippin.
some. Hello?
Pippin. Zip it. We're not going to hurt anybody.
This time.
I have no intention of doing anything other than just making sure you were okay. That was it.
Is it because you don't have a jar big enough for him?
I don't have any more jars. I don't have any more jars.
You're
Whoa.
safe.
What?
You're
safe.
safe. We have no jars.
All right. Hey, what are we doing here? This is a little freaking creepy, don't you think?
It's called diplomacy, and yes, it's always scary.
No, I'm saying, old guy, fangs, this isn't what I'm used to.
Look, new things are sometimes really weird and scary, but you just have to do them and know that the best is going to happen.
That's incredibly optimistic of you in this harrowing time.
So I'd like to put the staff away and walk up next to you and just wave hello at the old man. Just hello.
Hello.
We're really not sure what's going on. And any information that you could tell us about where are we? Who are you? What's going on? Just in the kindest way possible. The anxiety's taking over, so.
And how do you keep these floors so clean?
Yeah, the floors are remarkably clean. Also, why are you a spider? Or something.
Well, nice to know you don't have any manners.
Sorry.
What is it why did you venture down here?
Because we're adorkable.
Yes. I see.
She left my backpack in charge.
Would you care to explain?
Nope. Hi, I'm Sully.
Talmuk is my name.
Talbot. As you can tell, we're a leaderless movement.
Well, you've been moving pretty well.
Thank you.
And apologies for our exasperation. We entered this whole area with very little information, only that we needed to get to a different side of it. And I'm just a contractor. I was just hired for a contract.
And as
I
you
don't have all the
As
information.
you say that, you see the fang that are draped around his shoulders, kind of scratching at his neck.
Do you want that to be happening?
Unfortunately, I have no other choice.
Do you want to unburden yourself and tell us?
Sure. But why are you here?
I said we're adorkable. We get into all kinds of situations before we know what we're doing. We're a leaderless movement.
I was told to find a big tooth.
To be honest, we're not even sure where here is.
This could all be a simulation.
What's a simulation?
It's like real, but not.
Are we asleep?
I don't think so.
Are you asleep?
Does it look like I'm asleep?
You could be sleepwalking.
Then it might not be best to wake me.
Okay.
Which is not true, by the way.
Pippin, why did you come down here?
The balls of light told me to. They said, follow the light, deep down, deep down, deep down.
So, in our pathway, in this area that we're at, we don't really have instructions of where to go. And so we're trying to understand what happened here. What happened with the dragon that incinerated this land, and whatever thing he's looking for. But
What is
Big
he
tooth.
with? Yes, I know what you seek and I know what you ask. You're looking for that old chip tooth.
That's it.
I still don't know what that is. But
It's a dwarf.
which makes more notes of this.
You must survive and make the crossing through this valley. That foul dragon destroyed it hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Left me here.
And which dragon might that be?
What? It's Callistra.
Cool, just making sure.
Have you seen her since then?
She's
No, I have not left this cave in over 600 years.
Why is there a spider on your back?
It is my punishment.
Can we help you somehow?
No one can help me, but I can help you.
I mean, I think that that's like a little bit unbalanced, but we're not going to say no.
We might want to say no.
No, I'm gonna lean over and whisper. I'm like, yes, we should say no. We should just ask for the help.
Help us how?
It's very dangerous to go alone. You should take this.
What is this?
And he pulls, you see at his feet, he hovers his hand over and you see a stick start to form, but it's braided. And you see this stick braid in front of you.
That's how you do it.
And then you see at the end of the braiding, you see a cross hilt. And it turns into a sword. But then you also see him take up his other hand, and you see scales hover up off the ground, blue scales. And then the scales start to arrange themselves in a pattern on this sword so that the blade is now covered in scales of blue. You may need this. It has the power to destroy and create.
In general or something specific?
Like, if we hit you with it, would we destroy you and create something?
I think that would be more on the destructive end of things.
What about just the spider?
What's the difference between this sword and a different sword that I could also hit you with and destroy you?
Both would destroy me.
Why are we trying to destroy the old man?
I agree with
I am
that.
just trying to get rid of the spider.
I just want to see what this thing does.
Do you want the spider gone? You say it's your punishment.
Yes, but I doubt you'll be able to do anything with it.
And can I roll like a magic insight on this?
Sure.
Like 20.
A 20. So you see, what you can notice is that this spider has been fused into the backside of this man, of Talmuk. And you don't see any way of ripping it off without killing him.
We are not going to be able to separate the spider from him. And I turn to him and say, I see. This isn't an easy thing. Perhaps I can come back one day and do that, but I don't know how to remove that spider.
Do you have family?
Magic's
like this?
above me.
What?
Do you have family that is under a similar curse?
No. I would assume my family died long ago.
I cast message on the spider, and I just say, "Hey there. It'd be really nice if you got off this guy's back because, I just think that he's learned his lesson."
I will eat your owl.
I think we should leave now.
I agree. Is there any other guidance or help about which direction we should go from where we are, where this cave is?
What do you mean? You don't know where you're going?
The forest.
Some adventurers you are.
We're a leaderless movement.
I point towards
Look,
the. Like,
This is an
with the way we
insult
should be going.
hour. All right. We're in a repeating forest that seems to just go on forever in some sort of farm-like fashion.
You, my friend, are in the kingdom of Mirkaden, and you should pay it with respect.
I didn't know. Can you tell me a little bit about the kingdom of Mercaden and how I traverse it without offending?
I don't think you can offend a kingdom that has been burnt to ash.
Is Mercaden familiar to me? Do I recognize that?
You've only heard about it in lore, that it was once a kingdom of pure splendor. But it grew so rich that the king and queen wouldn't pay homage to Callistra anymore. So she burnt it to ash.
Classic children's tale.
I kind of know about this place. I just thought it was a myth. But there's definitely not going to be any towns or anything. Everything's just been destroyed here.
Callistra's kind of a bitch. Just gonna throw that out there. Callistra's kind of a bitch.
Well, that's your
She's
opinion.
Not the best.
What?
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 I so couldn't hear you.
I think that's a matter of perspective and opinion, but we can have a conversation about that at another time. There's a lot of dragons that are misunderstood. It's fine. It's fine. I'm serious. It's fine. I'll show you this book.
Yeah, but I slept over at her house.
And she just looks at you puzzled like,
No, I mean literally this one.
And as you're having this conversation, you notice that the legs around these that are wrapping around Talmuk are scratching at his chest.
just put a pin in it.
Yeah.
And I turn to Talbot and I'm like, Is there any other bits of information? If not, we'll let you be and leave if that's what you'd like.
What would you want as a bit of information?
I guess the best pathway to where this chipped-toothed person is.
Yes, you venture past the valley, and you'll find him in the mountains that are beyond.
Do you know about how many days that is?
I would assume 5. It's at least 4 to the spires, and then past that, it's probably another day.
What's in the spires?
That was where the king and queen once sat.
I think we should go visit the spires.
It's on the way.
I think we should as well.
Before we leave, is there anything else to this cave, like passage or something that maybe we could use instead of,
Climbing up the hole.
being vulnerable and being up in the forest where there's no cover?
I couldn't tell you, as I haven't left this room in over 600 years.
I look for a door or a passageway or an opening to the cave.
And so you start to make your way around the room, searching the walls, and as you do that, you see the fangs get closer and closer to the neck of Talmud.
The spider will kill him.
I think that there's obviously something else here. Is it worth killing this man to find out?
The spider will kill him if we try and remove it. The spider will kill him if we dig too deep.
Do I see the balls of light?
The what?
The balls of
The
light.
wisps?
Yeah.
You don't see them in here at all.
We were supposed to follow the light down, but the light's not down here anymore, so maybe we're done with this.
What's with the glowy spider on the wall? The one that we saw on the way down.
Oh, the one that ran between me, the image, the spectral spider.
Not good. They are the guardians of this dwelling. Well, I shouldn't say guardians. I should say the ones imprisoning me.
I say we leave it be.
All right. We're so going to go on a spider killing quest at some point in the near future.
We
Yeah?
could.
One more thought. What if we hit the spider and
With the dick sandwich.
our new sword?
By the way, which one of us is going to take that?
I mean,
Do any of us know how to use a sword? What kind of sword is it? Is it a short sword, long sword?
I can't use any swords.
You would think it's a short sword.
I guess I can use a short sword.
I have the proficiency as well to do it, but with the indecision, I walk over and I grab the sword.
So you take the sword that he has fashioned for you, and it floats over to you as you start to get closer, and it rests in your hand, and it fits with such exact nicety that it feels as though it was made for you, sculpted from
You've
the palm
never
of your
seen
hand.
a warmer face than just the happiness of like, oh.
And as you make that face, you see the fangs splice into the throat of this man, and all you hear is, "Run! Run!" As you start to see the legs rip at his flesh and rip his arms down. Leave and go!
I think we need to go. So I'm going to just heed the caution and head to the hole. We need to leave.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Running. I'm gonna quickly try to. Chester, arms. Make Big arms. Let's get out of here.
And you see
And I take me with you.
3 or 4 pseudopods come out, and they launch up to the top of the hole, and Chester flies up to the hole, and you see him turn into a staircase. But it's only 5 steps.
Need more.
Huh?
Only 5 steps?
Yeah.
We can all fit on the 5 steps.
Okay.
Who's going first?
I'll go first, so that way I can try to pull people up.
Just hear, go, 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 go.
Yep.
So you hop up onto Chester, you make your way up, and you can pull Pippin. You can easily pull Pippin and Jenna up onto the staircases. And as you do so, you get one final glimpse of this spider coming, almost engulfing Talmuk and dragging him to the floor. You can only see just the outline of his body. And Chester, now that you're all up, you see him making more boards in front of you as he starts to take the ones behind you away.
Running.
And you start to make your way up, and you make your way up, and you run, and you run, and you run. And you see another blue and white spider phase into existence, and Sully, you take 9 points of damage as it bites into you, and make me a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 10.
You take 18 points of poison damage.
You have a +4, by the way. Sorry.
11.
You take 9 points of poison damage. And you see this spider has bitten its fangs into your neck, and from below you see 2 legs crawling up the bottom piece of the bottom step of Chester as well. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Oh, no. That was amazing. My head's kind of exploding right now with that. That was really good.
I had to get a Zelda reference in there somehow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the way that dude got eaten gruesomely.
Hey, you killed. I'm just saying.
Hey,
Joke,
Skulltula
joke,
was.
joke.
The Skulltulas were creepy.
The what?
The Skulltulas.
I don't feel bad about it. I mean, I got a
No,
sword
it's
now because of indecision. But
Yeah.
look, it's only fair. You have an owl. He has some weird backpack chest thing.
I only feel bad in the sense that I know it's a bad idea because we're so low level that there's absolutely no way we could fight anything like that. But I'm like, well, he died anyway, so why didn't we just continue exploring the cave?
Well, it's like now I have some sword that killed some old man, and I should feel bad about it.
He made it for you.
He was really old.
He wanted you to take it.
He was a really nice guy. I
Yeah.
think he was just very misunderstood.
He had to have known what was going to happen to him.
Maybe.
I can't imagine that
I
he's
am
like, I'm going to
assuming
conjure
so.
this sword,
Yeah.
but nothing is going to happen in terms of ramifications of this.
I mean, this forest has been literally whipping our ass, like every second of it. It's not been the nicest. Mainly I'm just like,
It's fine.
I'm telling you, cleric edge play is the new thing.
New thing on FetLife, Cleric Edge play.
How low can you get your cleric?
Okay, in that first fight of the night, I was at 7 hit points
I was at 6.
From wisps.
From Wisp.
from wisps.
I was
that
at-
didn't even attack us. We attacked them.
I will have you know, I had health stuff queued up. I knew that 2 wasn't great, but some nights it's not good.
Oh, that was fantastic.
That was really
It's
fun.
really good.
That was really
so,
fun.
what's everybody got going on this week? Anything?
Well, I'm hoping my power's on when I go home.
Right.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't even think about that.
I forgot to check on that. Mine did go out, and I
Oh, did it?
did not text my family to be like, "Hey, are you okay?" Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully you are at home or watching this on a cell phone with some kind of power. I don't probably have it.
Momzapan doesn't know how to use the Twitch app, so she'll just be in the dark somewhere.
Just hiding, just hoping.
Yeah.
There's no spiders crawling on her or anything like that,
Yet.
right?
No, it's too cold. It's too cold.
What? I mean, what?
I don't have a whole lot going on this week. It's actually kind of a quiet week.
I will be streaming again Wednesday 9 to 12, and then Pacific time, so nighttime, and then Friday from 4 to 7, and Saturday from 7 to 10. I keep saying that we're going to play PUBG, but I'm sorry, I'm really afraid of first-person multiplayer shooters, and I'm scared.
Well, okay, so we can do a co-stream. We don't have to play PUBG. We can play Fortnite, which is a cartoon version of PUBG.
Oh,
What?
whoa.
I want to play this.
So there's another game called Fortnite that is started. It's a PvE game, but they put in essentially a PUBG mod. So you play PUBG, but
Oh, I'm so
cartoon.
into this.
Guys, this just in. I'm getting this information as we speak. Eric and I are going to do a co-stream of a game called Fortnite. It's a PvE game.
But turned PvP, turned
Yeah.
into PUBG.
Yeah. So I'll be doing that apparently, and also just off stream finishing my house in Minecraft. And Eric has joined our Minecraft server, and you should join too if you haven't already.
now I'm addicted.
Marzi.win/MarziCraft.
What is it again? I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Marzi.win/MarziCraft to download through the Twitch app or Feed the Beast. And you like it?
I'm freaking addicted to Minecraft now, and it's killing me. Like I literally.
Sorry, not sorry. Well,
Yeah.
there's Minecon that's coming up or something. There's
that
a
a
mine.
thing?
There's
Yeah,
a
it's this
Minecraft
Saturday.
convention.
It's going to be at they're doing like a big party at Mopop. And
Oh, really?
they're having like a main like stream and everything. So there's like parties
There's
all
prizes
ever.
and parties, and then there's like, I don't know why we're promoting this. I don't
No, none of us are affiliated with Minecraft at all.
Hello, I'm not
Just
affiliated
kidding.
with Minecraft
It-
in any
just
capacity.
in general, we kind of have some skin in that.
I wasn't invited to
yeah,
their
fair
PUBG
enough.
stream, but maybe I'll download and play PUBG since I haven't played it before and stream it.
Look, no one was invited. Eric just turned it into a co-stream
Oh,
on a
I'm sorry?
completely different game.
Yeah. How did
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Your mind was just blown.
Yeah. I mean, not that anyone's not invited. Everyone's always invited to anything.
Exclusion, non-exclusion.
Just show up.
And we'll either kill things or build things. I don't know.
Anyway, so that's enough on me. What are you doing this week?
I have a lot to catch up on in my book for NaNoWriMo.
Oh, Nane No No?
Yep.
Who's he ho ho?
And,
No.
and I need
What he whoa whoa?
Nanu.
Right? Was that not
Um, I need to put my new office together because they moved me.
I just remembered. We're doing dumplings soon.
And dumplings.
Maybe we should stream dumplings.
We could totally stream dumplings.
This just in.
Nobody needs to see me eat. It's disgusting.
This just in. We're going to be streaming Dumpling Hour. I mean, we'll keep Eric out of it.
It's a good idea.
Maybe there'll just be dumplings being thrown from his general direction. But there is dumplings that's happening.
Yep, dim sum.
Dim sum action.
And I'll be writing for the 20 November 25th episode for Liquid Tabletop. Are we going to be here next week?
No.
Right. So that might be a good thing to tell them.
I was waiting.
Okay. Sorry.
So this week, stuff going on this week. Tomorrow, if you can, check out the Penny Arcade channel at noon for our Acquisitions Intoxicated stream. We are tapping Barley a Horse, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. I sampled it today, and I'm thoroughly excited.
It
So
looked delicious.
Yeah. So check that out tomorrow. Tomorrow night is Amateur Hour. with my friend Jack Patillo, Katie Ward, Alyssa Grant, and Rick Lacey. And that's at 7 o'clock, which promptly after I'll probably be streaming Minecraft now.
Totally gonna bomb in that server. Just
Please.
cause so much trouble.
Please. But be nice.
Well, it'd be a nice level of jerkness.
There's a lot of candy on the server. It's kind of great. Just saying. But after that, Wednesday I leave for PAX Unplugged, so you'll probably see a lot of fun updates from that. And yes, so no Mayhem and Misfits next Monday because I'll be just getting back, or I'll be on the plane till 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. But week after that, we're back, and we will see you then. All right?
Guys, the payoff was great. This tastes really good now.
That's so disgusting.
That is so vile. It is gonna like clump. Oh God.
Oh,
do you want
God.
some beer in it to see it kind of
Ian
get it
has-
out?
I got it.
No.
Oh, that was like a wad of
That's
like
so gross.
It's so good.
nerd. That did not sound right.
No. It looked about as good as that sounded.
Yeah. But hey, guys, also, thank you to Sean for being behind the board.
Sean.
And just so you know, we have a new emote, and it's Sean's approval face. So if you become a subscriber, you get to send as many Seans into the ether.
Sean
as you
likes
want.
it. Sean likes it. Hashtag Sean likes it.
Hashtag
likes
Sean
it.
approves.
She'll like
Sean
subscribe.
approves.
But we will see you
In 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks.
I'll,
All right.
I'll see you in less than that.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Bye, friends.
Bye.
I'm gonna work on my Sherry fan art.
I think we're all going to work on our Sherry fan art. All right.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.